I'm the CEO of
안녕하십니까.
Neurosky.
저는 뉴로스카이의
8 years
회장인
ago.
스탠리 양입니다.
By the way, thank you
8년
for
전에
having me
먼저
here.
본론에
8
들어가서
years
초청해주셔서
ago,
감사하다는
we
말씀 드려야
decided
할 것
to shrink
같고요.
a
8년
medical
전에
system called an EEG that measures
EEG,
brainwaves
즉
into a
뇌파
tiny
검사기를
microchip
마이크로칩으로
that you
줄여보자는
can wear
연구를
it on your
시작을
body.
했습니다. 그래서 그걸
However, 8
줄여서
years ago,
사람들이
if I were to
가지고
tell
다닐 수
any
있게 웨어러블
consumers or
장치를 만들어 보자라고
anybody,
했고요. 사실 근데 8년
if I
전만
can give you a
해도
technology
우리가
and you wear it
기술적으로
and you can
이걸
control
만들어서
things.
여러분들이 웨어러블하게
At that
지니고
time,
다니면서
most people
컨트롤할
would
수
tell me,
있다라고 이야기를 8년
I don't
전에
believe it, and
드렸을
even if
때
it's true, why do I
사실
want to do
그
that?
얘기를 믿는 분도 별로
So
없었고요.
we needed to
그거를 왜
find.
하는지
Sometimes we
납득도 못하는
create these
분들도 많이
technology, but we need to find a
있었습니다.
purpose for them.
그러니까
So back then, although
기술적으로도
the technology came
가능하지만
from the medical
실질적인
world,
이
I had to come up with
용도가
one way
있는 기술을
to
만들어야 하는데요.
market it into the industry
저희가
because we're a
마케팅하는
startup company
방법도
back then
함께
and we
개발을
needed to
했어야
make some
했던
money.
것입니다.
So
그때는
this is what we
창업이었고
came
이것이
up with.
사업이었기 때문에
Next
돈을
slide.
벌 수 있는 방법도 함께
Star Wars.
스타워즈
For 30 years, they've been in our home. Everybody knows about this movie.
전 세계 모든 사람들의
I
사랑을
all of a sudden
받아온
discover,
세대를
growing up
초월하는
in San Francisco, I knew
콘텐츠입니다.
a few guys who
제가
work at the
샌프란시스코에서
Lucasfilm
자라날
company.
때
Although
거기
no one
루카스필름도
knows
있지만
amazingly what EEG is all
스타워즈를
about,
좋아하시는 분들도
brainwave
많이 있지만
measurement
사실은
systems.
뇌파 검사를 하는
Everybody
EEG가
knows the
뭐냐 이런 건
force.
잘 몰라도
So we
스타워즈에
basically
나오는
said, okay, what if I
포스는 다
can
알고
give you the
계시죠.
force? Will you
그래서
buy this
제가
product? And
마케팅을
all of
했던
a sudden,
것은
we're in
여러분들께 그
business. Next slide,
포스를
please.
드리겠다, 포스를 상품화하겠다는 것이었습니다.
Next, please.
다음 슬라이드요.
So this product was introduced to the
그래서
market in the
제품화를
Christmas
한
of
것이 저희가
2009.
2009년
And it was an
크리스마스철에
instant hit.
맞춰서
Next.
대박을
Please welcome the
쳤습니다.
adorable Brant Bickford. Show me all. This is a really cool toy. What's this one? What is this called?
This is the stinger.
Okay. All right. So we've learned about that one. Come on out. Here. What do you know about this one? What is it?
It's the Star Wars Science Jedi Force Train.
Wow. That's amazing. All right. And you're rating these things, right?
Yes.
So how does your rating system work?
A 10!
Oh my God. All right. What does the Stinger rate? What did you? We didn't rate that one.
It's a 9.
Okay. So there's a big difference between a 9 and a 10.
Okay, so that was a very
그렇게
successful
해서
first product.
굉장히 성공적으로
Since
저희의
then,
첫
our
제품을
product has
출시를
been
했습니다.
embedded
그때부터
and built
여러
into
가지
various things.
형태로
Now we're
저희의
coming back to the
제품이
healthcare
출시가
side.
되었고요. 요즘은
Now that
다시
our
의료
product has
쪽으로
been training the market, it's
본연의
been embedded
목적으로
everywhere.
돌아오고 있습니다.
We are now beginning to
그래서
see in the
저희의
past several
기술들이
years
지난 몇
that
년
the
사이에는
product's been now adapted into several
여러
markets,
일상적인
including
생활에
entertainment,
뭐
education, and of course
엔터테인먼트나
the
교육
mobile
분야에도
health
활용이 되고
healthcare
있고요.
market.
또 모바일
Not so much for
헬스케어에도
treatment, but
활용이
for
되고
monitoring.
있습니다. 보통
But first it started
치료보다는
with
진단과
wellness. So
모니터링
recently,
목적으로 사용이 되고 있습니다.
British Airways, and we're working with
최근에
several airlines
브리티시
now,
에어웨이와 같은
building
항공사들도
several products
저희의
that you
기술을
can
사용을
use
해서
as a passenger in an airplane.
승객들이
This
사용할
is
수
called a
있는
happiness
제품을
blanket.
개발을 했습니다. 즉 행복 담요인데요.
What if there was something that could actually measure your well-being while you fly? To put the experience of flying with us to the test, we invented the happiness blanket and conducted a unique live experiment at 30,000 feet, identifying when the wearer is experiencing a feeling of well-being. This information is relayed via Bluetooth to fiber optics woven into the blanket. We then conducted our experiment on actual flights between London and New York. And here is what we discovered. Initially, there are fluctuations as the passengers settle in. but there is a noticeable lift in a passenger's mood whilst enjoying food and drink. You can also see the variations in responses to different types of films and entertainment, from comedy to thrillers. But most importantly, we discovered the unwavering sense of well-being created by being able to sink into deep, undisturbed sleep. So we know that all the enhancements we've made, from the seat to the cuisine, entertainment and lighting, have a positive effect on your mind and body, which means you can really see the difference when people fly with British Airways.
So we discovered that health monitoring product cannot only do monitoring health, but it can monitor the wellness and well-being of many different activities as well. However, the next slide introduces a more serious application. Next slide, please. It's called the Focus Pocus program. This program is actually available in Korea. Unfortunately, it's first available in iOS, and we discovered that in Korea, 98% of people don't use iOS, so we're making that fix right now. But this is the world's first research-backed ADD and ADHD game done by Wollongong University's hospital in Australia. And I'll let it explain itself. Next slide, please.
Focus Pocus is the world's first ADHD training game that uses brainwave feedback to augment a child's learning.
Using the latest EEG technology from Neurosky that measures brain activity. The MindWave headset is easy to use, it's 100% safe, and it connects to your PC wirelessly. There's no unwieldy helmets or wires or messy gels or anything like that. So the children can put it on in the home, can connect to the software and then start their exercises. Focus Pocus came about after sitting with parents of children in our research studies at university. What they were after was something that was drug-free. They also wanted something they could use at home and that was affordable. So I started talking with a colleague about his work in memory research and my impulse control research and whether we could train those mechanisms. We've run some research studies and Focus Pocus is the result. During our research, we found that parents wanted a bit of feedback on how their children were progressing with their training. So what we've designed is a parental feedback application that's really unique and it allows parents to log in and to see how their child's progressing. The academic research showed that the children who used the working memory and impulse control games showed less symptoms of ADHD after 25 training sessions. Importantly, children without ADHD also showed behavioural improvements. We're really proud of Focus Pocus and we're hoping that it sets a new drug-free, cost-effective standard for improving impulse control, working memory and attention in children worldwide.
So in the US alone, there are 4.8 million children with pretty serious ADD and ADHD problems. Now we can bring the treatment in the biofeedback way to their homes, so they don't have to wait in line or work with doctors and technicians. Next slide, please. Besides brains, the sensors are going into various areas as well as these wearable devices. We have to measure our body too. The cardio signal, our heart, is a very strong indicator of how healthy our bodies are. So, because of the rise of the wearable technology, our sensors have been embedded in various different types of devices. Not just, for example, the wristband I'm wearing on my hand. It actually measures a lot more information than just counting steps and calories, for example. And later on, if we have time, I'll show you a few of the examples. The next slide. This is one of the Android Wear watches that's built in with our sensor for the health features. As you know, both Apple and Google are really focusing on mobile health right now. And they have reserved a bunch of different features in there. So our sensors play right into it. This is one of the better looking watches that was announced with our sensor, so I'm showing only this this one.
장치입니다. 그래서
But I'll let everybody guess where the sensors
아마
are.
이런 센서들을
once the commercial is done.
이렇게
So it's going to come up to show one feature, for example,
보이지 않는
this
것이
relaxation feature.
나옵니다.
This watch can actually monitor your stress level every
릴렉스
day and
기능도
how relaxed you
있습니다.
are.
즉 차고 있는 사람의
And
스트레스
why
레벨을 계속
many of us,
모니터링을 하는 기능도
employers
있습니다.
or employees or parents,
고용주가
we tend to
되었던
push our children, our
직장인이
employees
되었던 뭐 부모가
to do a lot of
되었던
work. And
계속해서
sometimes
부모는 아이들을 계속
stress
푸시를 하고 상사는
and
부하 직원을
pressure
계속
creates
푸시를 하죠.
productivity,
그러면
but too much of that
스트레스가 나옵니다.
can have
스트레스가
negative effects.
생산성에 도움이
So
될 때도
wearable
있지만
technology can really
어느
monitor
수준을
that to make
넘어서면
sure you're
오히려
not pushing your
역효과가
children
있죠.
too hard
그래서
and beyond their
모니터링 장치를
capabilities.
채우면
Next slide.
내가 애들을 너무 많이 푸시하고
So
있지 않나
it can
하는
do
것들을 모니터링
both
하실 수
relaxation
있습니다.
management, stress, and a lot of other
그래서 이렇게
health type
스트레스도
of
있고요. 뭐
tracking,
이런 뭐
and allow you
다양한
to create that record
센서
and that
기능을
you can take
가지고
with you
물론 이것을 다
everywhere you go on the cloud.
데이터베이스화해서
Next slide, please.
관리를 하고 추적을 할 수도 있습니다.
And also, of course, it can go on cell phone. So this is an example that went on China.
结合了，它懂我所想。
They had embedded our sensor in the back of
센서를
the smartphones, so you don't even need to wear it. You can just carry it in your pocket, and whenever you want to measure your
하지 않으셔도
cardio signals and check out your physical condition, you can do that.
就是懂我的酷派大关 HD 9960。
So it depends on every country's FDA approval process. In China, they're less stringent, so we're able to work with the Chinese cell phone makers and service providers to deploy that. Next slide, please. Of course, in Japan, I have many customers in Japan, but this is the most interesting one, I think, besides all the gaming stuff. It's a company called Cyberdyne. They build exoskeleton suits that can go on your body, embedded with sensors, biosensors that sense your muscle signals. So if you're injured and you're learning how to walk again, or you want to wear it to Ironman to lift very heavy stuff, it can sense your muscle signals and it can provide you extra power. And but most of the time, it's being used for people who want to rehab, try to recover after their injury. And it's been used in both Germany and Japan right now. And I guess a lot of other countries are still trying to depending on the regulation and regulators' approval process. So to sum it up, we're really very much in the mobile health area, trying to do preventive medicine rather than treatment. Of course, treatment is very important, but a lot of times if you monitor yourself, if you really track yourself, then you can do a lot of good preventions. So the next slide kind of sums up on what we're doing, and actually why I'm here this week working with one of your major industry leaders to deliver this service into Korea.
Amazing and complex machine. And to improve overall health while managing stress, you need to see the information that your body offers. Because if you're not seeing into your body, then you're simply in the dark. But now you can see. Because at NeuroSky, we've developed groundbreaking biosensors and algorithms to help you see. See the information needed to help improve overall health and fitness. NeuroSky technology enables your mobile and wearable products, infusing each customer with the power to easily and comfortably monitor their body. They can track how their body is affected by exercise, changes in diet, and the stress of everyday life. Plus, they can see which sleep patterns are giving them the rest they need. Yes, your customers can finally see their health indicators with a new level of insight and accuracy. But it's not just their own health your customers are dealing with. Many have parents who are in the later years of life, and too often they are in the dark about their parents' health. Without actually seeing how a parent's health is affected as they age, it's difficult to help care for them and help them make the right choices. Once again, NeuroSky technology can help your customers keep an eye on the health of aging parents. Diet, exercise, stress, sleep, and age. It all affects everybody differently. But now your customers can see and know that their parents' choices are making a real difference in their health. They can even monitor their health remotely, from down the street or across the country. So when it comes to heart and body, health and fitness, self-improvement and health tracking is more attainable and more compelling than ever. Because without NeuroSky body technology, your customers are truly in the dark about their health.
Okay, thank you very much.
감사합니다.